I'm at Freedom Powersports of Fort Worth for the Kawasaki Good Times demo tour. We're going to take out a Versys 1000 LT. This is a Versys SE 1000 LT Plus. Kawasaki's big adventure touring motorcycle. I'm trying to find where the back edge of the seat is. There's the saddlebags. It's supposed to have, I think it was 28 liters of room. Okay, that's interesting. So this is on and that's start. Okay, here we go. Okay, easy enough to find the pegs. About a year ago, came out for a Kawasaki demo and wasn't quite used to the way that they set the demos up. You come in, you sign up, you get an appointment time, and you can't get another one until you get back, which is, it's fair, but I was only able to get one bike in that day because there was a Harley demo next door, and there was some stuff that I wanted to try out there. And wasn't able to get here right when they opened, so this might be the only demo I get in today. And it's the one that I wanted to hit. Trying to figure out, the reason I'm not talking so much is I don't know what these guys in front of me are doing right now. We're trying to get into a staggered formation, and bike number 3 there isn't on the right side of his lane. Okay, so let's talk about the bike. Arc Busters, those are cool. Big old tack. LCD display here shows me the fuel, range, water temperature, outside temperature, speed, time, gear indicator, all that stuff. Smooth clutch, very smooth clutch. Smooth acceleration, getting onto the freeway. So if you're only watching this video because you're interested in the Versys 1000, I'll give you a little bit of background. If you're not new to my channel, you've heard this before, but I ride an Indian Challenger doing 87 miles an hour, and that guy passed me. So at this speed, I'm getting, so now we're down to 73. Okay, so I ride an Indian Challenger. I don't usually ride a bike that's this tall or that has mid-mount pegs. But comfort is a premium for me, and this bike is very comfortable. It is a 1043cc liquid-cooled engine. It's 4 cylinders, 16-valve engine, 5.5-gallon fuel tank that, according to Fuelie, is low to mid-40s on miles per gallon. 6-speed transmission. And taking the off-ramp, corners very well. So some other things about the bike that I was reading. It's got an electronic ride control. You can adjust on the fly how you would like the suspension. Cruise control. All that's on the left pod along with the turn indicators. The windshield in front of me is adjustable. It's not an automatic or motorized windshield, but it is adjustable. I can see where the adjustments are. So if I wanted to have a little bit more wind protection for my height, that'd be okay. There's a 12-volt power outlet right here in the dash. So it's supposed to be set up for touring. I am leaning a little forward, and I'm getting some pressure that I'm not used to on my wrist because I'm leaning into the handlebars. But it does have some pickup. It's a very quiet motorcycle. In fact, when I heard the fleet of motorcycles pull out on the demo ride, I could barely hear them. I'm used to the Indian demos, so they're a little bit louder. I don't know if you can see, I wonder if I can see this Speedo in front of me. One of the things that I was reading is that this bike has these cornering lights that are on the front fairing on each side. It's a set of 3 LEDs that as you lean into a corner, if you have the cornering lights turned on, they light up and they illuminate your pathway a little bit more. They can see a little bit more off to the side that you're leaning toward, which is good at riding at night, especially out in the country. Like if a critter comes up, you can see it sooner. Someone tries to walk out in front of you, you can see them, you can give them a little bit of a heads up. And all of that. So I am in 6th gear at about 64 miles per hour, was hovering right around 4,000 RPM, and I'm feeling a buzzy vibration in where my knees are hugging the tank. The way that the tank is sculpted makes it real easy to bring your knees in to hug the tank. And I'm very used to a lower riding position with forward pegs and sitting fully upright. So the bike is fairly comfortable. About a little less than a year ago, I was able to take out a BMW GSA 1250, and it was also very smooth, very solid, and I think that it was more comfortable than this motorcycle. When I first saw this bike sitting in the line, I thought that the seat looked like it had more padding than the BMW would. But it doesn't feel that way when I'm sitting on it. Oh, and it's in sport mode. That might be why it feels like it has so much pickup. The Versys has different riding modes, and this one's in sport mode right now. So that acceleration is what it feels like in sport mode. This is interesting. Haven't done this on this demo before. So now we're going to take the U-turn lane. So on a little bit more of a relaxed demo, I might get an idea of how that electronic ride control works. Getting a serious buzzing in my buzzing type of vibration in my hand. My wrists are getting a little sore. And now I have a hip cramp, so there's that. Decent visibility out of the mirrors. Would be better visibility if I'd have had a chance to adjust them before we left, but there was a little confusion over if I was supposed to be on this bike or not. And we'll get it stopped, kickstand down, turn the key off, and that is the Versys SE1000 LT. Ugh. And there we go.